Foster's has been around since 1889, when William and Ralph Foster, two Irish Americans, moved to Melbourne and started selling beer to the public. However, the company has since been pieced off with brewing rights held by a number of different corporations. Sab Miller, which is incorporated by InBev, holds the rights in the United States. The Foster Lager is available in the US, but should you make it available in your fridge? Find out now on Two Dudes Reviews.
What up, guys? Yeah, today we have Boom Foster's Australian for beer, and surprisingly haven't reviewed this one yet, so let's just crack it open. Oh yeah, start pouring. I haven't had Foster in years, and it's dripping all over the place. Because I will admit, say what you will about the beer, you gotta love the size of this freaking can, man. You'd think I'd know how to pour beer by now, but apparently I don't. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's just, I don't know, there's something, it's just perfect. It's wide, it's great for holding the beer in your hand like this. It's just, and you don't even realize you're drinking because it's 24 ounces. It's the size of a tall boy. It's just, you kind of feel like you're just drinking a normal beer. But nope, boom, giant size Foster's. All right, let's get into the review and start with the smell. You kind of have that cereal barley thing going on. A little bit of that slightly wet bread. No, it doesn't. It doesn't smell as skunky as some of the other kind of like less expensive, lagers you're gonna get out there. It doesn't really have that bad smell where you just kind of crack it open and you're just like, yep, this is a cheap beer. Not saying there's anything like great. There's nothing, And I feel like, granted, this is not part of the review because I don't review it on smell. On appearance. I feel like there's stuff floating in it. Little specks. Maybe I didn't wash my glass good enough, but I don't think that's it. At least there wasn't a bug in it like that Red Stripe I had. So no bugs. You're already up on Red Stripe. It smells like a lager. It smells like a mass-produced lager. So I'm gonna pour a little more in that because I lost a little bit, but this, now that I'm even looking at the can, so it's Foster's Australian for beer, brewed in the USA. Why are you telling me it's Australian for beer if you're not even brewed in Australia? Don't even tell me that. Brewed in the United States with imported ingredients. I not even sure. So basically what you're saying is like wheat and rice from China, probably. But I don't know. Alright, smell, there's nothing bad with it, there's nothing great about it. I'm gonna give it a half for the smell. So alright, let's get into the taste. It has a very kind of malty, ricey flavor to it. Not quite as crisp as I'd want it, like just a regular lager to be. There's something on the back end of the flavor. Not like bitter, but it's like edging close to that bitter level. I'm trying to... it's almost like a subtle, almost raisiny, but not quite that, not fruity, but just like that kind of almost getting a little bitter. Not like hoppiness bitter, but just, I don't know. And it's on the back end of my tongue. And so that's the taste I'm left stuck with. And I gotta admit, it's not that great. I mean, it doesn't have any of it doesn't taste skunk, doesn't taste like that thing, which you never know you're gonna get with a giant can. Especially, but there's just a. I don't know, you can really taste like the inexpensive cereal grain that this thing is probably made with over 125 years ago. During the summer of 1888, the Foster brothers gave the thirsty people of Melbourne their first taste of true refreshment. I don't know, I'll have an intro with it and we'll see what the intro, you would have already seen the intro. But, I don't know. I feel like could be a few slight tweaks. It wouldn't make it like great, but it'd make it a little better. So I don't know. Maybe it's like a little like figgy or something on the back end. I don't know. Whatever's on the back end that I'm getting and I can't quite articulate properly, I'm not a big fan of. So I'm going to not recommend it on the taste. All right, next category is value for price, and here's the thing. It's brewed in the United States, but I don't even remember what I paid for this, but, excuse me, if such like a mass-produced beer like Foster's is made in the United States, it needs to be exactly the same price as a Budweiser, as a Miller, as all those other things. And I don't think that is. Even though, it says, I'm sure they got in trouble for saying Australian for beer and not telling you that it's brewed in the United States. I'm sure at some point somebody sued them and was like, dude, you're not made in Australia. You've got to put that on the freaking label. So I wouldn't be surprised if they... I don't know. I'm not going to recommend it for value for price. I feel like since it's brewed in the States, it should be cheaper. I don't think I'm not asking for a whole lot here. It's a mass-produced beer from the States. Make it cheaper. It's not that it's super expensive, but it's a U.S. beer, so it should be less. So I'm not gonna recommend it for value for price. All right, next category is distinction. How distinct is it? It's a basic lager. There's nothing that fantastic about it. It's not brewed in Australia anymore. Honestly, when I was in Australia, which was a while ago now, I can't remember ever seeing this. Of course, I think the beers that I had in Australia, I was off kind of in national parks, so I didn't have a great selection, and the beers I had weren't that great. So I need to go back and try different beers. But I don't ever remember seeing a Foster's. I'm pretty sure they don't really drink Foster's in Australia anyways anymore. It's kind of like, get that crap out of here and send it to the States. They'll drink it. It's just a regular lager. You can't compare it to other Australian beers because it's not even Australia anymore. So you got to compare it to just your kind of Budweiser, Millers, and whatever. And honestly, there's just something on the back end of this taste that I'm not really digging. And so I'm not going to recommend it for distinction. It's not distinct. And there's other beers that would be better for the same price and similarity category. All right, next category is drinkability. And it's a lager. You're not going to have too much problem drinking it until it starts getting warm. There is maybe like a lemon kind of thing going on. I don't know. Drinkability is fine. As long as it's cold, you won't have an issue with it. So I'll recommend it for drinkability. And all right, last category is what I buy again. And no, I have no intention on buying Foster's Australian for beer made in the United States again. I have no need for it. There's other beers I'd rather have. There's other beers, even inexpensive lagers that I'd rather drink. This is not on the top of my list. I can't envision a time where I would get it, unless it's the only thing that a bar has, which would be weird. But yeah, so I have no intention on buying it again, so I'm going to pass. I'm not going to recommend it for where to buy it again. But alright, that is my review on Foster's Australian for beer. What do you think? Let me know in the comments, and if you could like and subscribe, that'd be fantastic. And we're gonna start blowing this up now. I guess it's especially with me doing an Australian beer. We're gonna try. So in the States, we like making up just pointless drinking holidays for holidays from other countries, like, you got St. Patrick's Day and you got Cinco de Mayo. That has nothing to do with the United States, but we like to have drinking days for no reason. So us at Two Dudes in a Six Pack, we're going to try to turn out Boxing Day into just a big drinking holiday. That is our goal at some point in the next, whoever knows, to have Boxing Day as a big drinking holiday. Boxing Day takes place, I believe, the day after Christmas. That's like the best time to get drunk and start drinking, is because I just got to deal with my family all day yesterday. I need some beers. So I'm gonna start talking about this now and just throw it out and recommend it to you guys. So set Boxing Day, December 26th, as the next big drinking holiday. We're gonna try to do it up, and we're gonna keep telling you guys about it. And yeah, so that's that. We got the new site. It should be up. If it's not up yet at this time, it should be up next week. I'll have a link of that in the YouTube whatever, and so if you can check out the link, that'd be great. And I think that's all I got for now. So for myself and for Foster's, take it easy.